If you've watched a Dream video, you've probably also seen one of these compilation videos in your recommended. These videos seem harmless at first, but they are actually really scummy and blatantly re-upload Dream's content for money. But before the video starts, please consider subscribing to support the channel. Now, let's get right into the video. Before I start, I know that I make videos relating to Dream, but unlike this channel I'm about to mention, I provide my own commentary, opinions, editing, and my own game footage, which I feel is acceptable and nowhere as scummy. I also want to preface that there are some good Dream fan accounts that actually provide commentary and do not outright steal his content. For example, the YouTuber Muggo actually adds stuff to the video to make it more informative or descriptive. Their videos are also never stretched right beyond the 8/10 minute mark for more ad revenue. And even on the videos that do pass said marks, they don't even put mid-roll ads on them. But then, what is an example of these scummy channels? One of the most popular one of these scummy channels is MashClash. They provide almost zero editing or commentary on the video, and are basically just a compilation of random clips from Dream's videos. After analyzing the channel further, I've discovered that the older videos on the channel have literally zero editing, which means they do not fall under fair use. I've also discovered that the videos tend to have a lot of captions toward the beginning of the video so that they seem transformative. But if you actually end up watching the whole video, you will realize that they never add anything else to the rest of the video. But let's get into the scummiest thing of all, the greed for money. If you look at the length of these videos, you will notice that out of the 16 videos on their channel, only one of them is under the mid-roll ad mark. You might have also noticed that all of their videos hit the 10-minute mark, but his two latest videos actually only hit the 8-minute mark. But why? Literally right after mid-rolls were allowed to be placed on videos above the 8 minutes of length instead of 10 minutes of length, they immediately switched to making their videos 8 minutes long. If that doesn't signify that they only do it for the money, then I don't know what will. This does bring up the question, how much money do they make from these videos? Since CPM is different based on each person, we won't be able to get an exact amount that they get. If we go off of the average CPM of $1 per every 1,000 views, this means the 20 million views this dude has gotten from stealing Dream's content has netted him over $20,000. That's a lot of money. To put it into perspective, the average salary in Canada and America is a bit over $50,000. If MashClash is able to sustain his view count, he'll be making $240,000 a year. In some cases, this is the same salary that surgeons make. Yes, the same surgeons that save countless lives every day. This dude who steals other people's content is going to make the same amount that they do. Before I end the video, let's look at Dream's stance on the situation and if he considers it bad. In his Twitch stream titled Serious Talk, he discusses his opinion on the people uploading his content onto YouTube. Here's a quick clip of what he said.
People uploading like our content on YouTube and other platforms, and I think we've all kind of talked about this, and our stance is essentially we don't really care if you upload compilations or reactions or anything like that of our content. Even if you upload almost our entire content, as long as you're reacting to it or adding something to the content that's within fair use, that way you can use it. And we are not going to copyright claim anybody that's done that. And I've actually never, and I think it's the same for George and Sapnap, have never copyright claimed anybody on YouTube ever. And I don't plan on doing it unless somebody's blatantly ripping off like our content or anything.
What you might have noticed is that he said he doesn't care as long as it falls under fair use. So let's look at what is considered fair use and if MashClash's videos are protected by fair use. Fair use is defined as a legal doctrine that portions of copyrighted materials may be used without permission of the copyright owner, provided the use is fair and reasonable, does not substantially impair the value of the materials, and does not curtail the profits reasonably expected by the owner. This does not really help us much in our case, but a specific trait in fair use is that the content needs to be transformative, which is a big factor playing into what falls under fair use. The US government states that transformative uses are those that add something new with a further purpose or different character and do not substitute for the original use of the work. Nature of the copyrighted work. This factor analyzes the degree to which the work that was used relates to the copyright's purpose of encouraging creative expression. In my opinion, Minecraft's videos do not fall under fair use. They do not add much to the original content, and sometimes they do not add anything to said content. In some cases, these videos have so much info within them that they can be outright watched and understood by people who have never seen the original videos. In general, it is widely believed that compilation videos with no additional editing do not fall under fair use and can be taken down. Finally, don't get me wrong, this isn't the only person doing this. I just singled them out because they have undoubtedly profited the most from doing this pretty scummy behavior. Don't get me started with Twitch VOD uploaders. Dream specifically said that he doesn't like these type of people, and still they do it, which is first just rude, and second not protected by fair use. Here's a quick clip of what he thinks about VOD uploaders if you haven't seen it yet.
And then as for uploading like our full Twitch VODs though, I don't really like that, and the other boys don't really like that either, because you're not adding anything to the content. You're just taking our content and then uploading it for your own profit or for your reasons. And I'd rather them go and watch us on Twitch or in this case, I think both George and Sapnap are now going to make YouTube channels that have the Twitch VODs on it, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys can link those in the chat if you want. So if you're uploading full videos of our VODs, then I don't want you to do that, please. And neither do George or Sapnap. Hopefully, I don't think I'm going to start a channel. So they're going to start Twitch VOD channels to upload the Twitch VODs, but I don't think that the Twitch VOD like being uploaded directly to YouTube is good. I don't really like that, I guess. Neither do they. So please don't do that. Unless you're adding something to it or editing it. If you want to edit Twitch stuff, make your own like highlights, perfectly fine. 100%, that's fine.
I can't really seem to find any reason that MashClash and these other compilers should be allowed to straight up profit off of other people's work. And I can see stealing content like this becoming a decent part-time job for a ton of kids. In general, even if you think it does fall under fair use, the act of it will never sit right with me no matter how many people are doing it. But finally, in my opinion, blatantly profiting from other people's content is very scummy and should be dealt with. But what is your opinion on these types of people? Do you enjoy these channels? Do you want them to stay? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And with that, thank you for watching and goodbye.